that head shaking, I think you're onto something, Pops.
Well, yep. And then you know what? And I might be onto something that's going to be extra mush too, because I know that if I'm yelling this out, there's going to be 15 other people yelling this out because they feel like they caught something. But Jeff, you know I do my own lines on Sunday afternoons, and I send it to you and tag you on it. And this one did not match my numbers. I had this as a 2.5 to the Bills as the favorite. I still got the Bills as the favorite, but you're giving them too many points. You're just giving them too many points, in my opinion. And that's why I feel like if you'd have gave me the Bills at 2.5, I'm taking them. But you gave me 6. So what are you telling me that with this and knowing how the Commanders are, this looks like a upset special in DC. I'm sorry, it just does. And I don't think right now the Bills are good enough to warrant a 6.5 point spread on the road. Not at home, you can do whatever you want with them, but on the road, no. You know what I mean? You just lost to the Jets. Why would I trust you in Washington? Straight up. You know what I mean? So let's move forward to probably the most under the radar game. Well, it's not an under the radar game, but let's keep it real. The AFC South is irrelevant. It's just the irrelevant division because it feels like they have a front runner. You're the favorite in the division is if we were at the track is a 1-2 in the Jaguars. You know what I mean? You know, Secretariat against the 12-5 claimers from how everybody's putting it. But you have to understand, these are the toughest games to win in this division are their divisional games, especially for the top team, which is the Jaguars now. The Texans know they were the top team for a long time too. And the Jaguars used to be a pain in their side. So now we have this situation in reverse. Now you have they would probably say CJ Stroud has arrived. CJ Stroud threw for 387 yards, I think 3 touchdowns or something of that nature Sunday, but that was all in a garbage time loss at the end of the day. You know, he still didn't look that great. And the goofiest thing about the guy was that they knew that the touchdown wasn't going to count, but let's still do the touchdown celebration anyway. When they got the holding call and, you know, he threw the touchdown and it just goes to show you the mentality of bad teams, you know what I mean? And players that play on bad teams. And I truly do think that the Texans probably did learn a lot in that game. And when you learn a lot in a game, you can translate it into next week. And a lot of people are going to sleep on the Texans coming into this week, but they loom the danger, Jeff. They truly do. And I know for a fact that this team knows that they're a little bit more confident now. Week 1, you had to go after the Ravens. The Ravens was like going against the penitentiary boys, and they literally going to plunk you up and down the field. But then you get over here to the Colts in a game that was winnable, but you made mistakes. Now you got some confidence. Now you go against the Jaguars. You know what's on their game plan as well, too. You can see that this team can be limited on things as well. So, hey, we might give ourselves a chance here. They're giving the Jaguars way too many points, in my opinion. I'm taking the plus 9.5 on the Texans, Jeff.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I bought the hook, took it up to 10. I'm looking here. It's a 7 with a 46. That was my true number. Now all the way up to 9.5 at circa with a 44. Basically, the KCD and Mr. Jones came into town to Jacksonville and just shut Mr. Lawrence down. Expect a lot more from Trevor. ETN questionable. They got Tank Bigsby behind him. Calvin Ridley, I saw a lot of drops. Look for him to rebound. Ingram. Defense playing good. I'm going to take the points. Again, you got to keep this one close. I'm expecting Doug Peterson to really try to get Lawrence back in stride. Do I expect the Jags to win? Yeah, I do. I'm hoping it's by 10 or less. So I bought the hook up to 10. Let me see. My initial number was 50. They're telling me 30 to 20. Actually, no, 46. I'm sorry. So 27-17. So if I can get the Texans to get me over 17, I think I'm going to get a cover here, Pops.
I got you. I'm with you. And you know what? If we get the Texans to play some defense, we should be in good shape. That's the thing. They're not playing great